Okay, so now let's do a drawing and painting of this apple. I'm gonna begin with the line work. Okay, so start with the outline. So take your time, slow down to trace. Again, this is not a perfect sphere shape. A little bit distorted all around. This part is sinking in a little bit like this. Okay, and here's the dent. Here's the dent sinking in. Okay, so now I'm gonna do too much details. Maybe there's a few dots around here. Well, some apples, they have dots too. Just give a little bit definition of the texture. But not too much. Okay, so again, let's start with the lightest color on this apple is kind of yellowish green, mostly yellow. Just want to grab some yellow. And some green here. Somewhere around here, it's mostly maybe some more yellow. So if you think the color is not that accurate, just keep mixing, and it's right over here. I'm gonna test it here. So here is my color for the top part of the apple. It looks yellowish green. And this part a little bit too. A little bit on the bottom too, tiny bit. Somewhere on this side. Okay, not too much water. And now again, be aware of your highlights. You don't want to cover it. You want to show that your apple is fresh and shiny, right? So I see my highlight is right here. I think you can see it too. It's somewhere here. Yeah. There's a stripe of highlight, and there's a little bit of kind of a reflective highlight here too. Okay, so there's like two shiny spots, and here just kind of a little bit reflective, a little bit shiny here too, around the bottom of the apple. Okay, so no two apples in this single world look exactly the same. I'm gonna grab some red. I think that's pink. That's actually more of this reddish color. Okay, that's good. Nice and fresh. Okay, very fresh red color. Again, gonna leave my highlights is here. Okay, gonna leave it. Shiny too, so I'm gonna leave it white for now. So again, think about 3D forms or your painting, okay? Keep in mind, don't just like paint straight up and down. Okay, so now I'm gonna add another layer to show the intensity of the apple even more. So, color for the shade. So let's review the color wheel. So this is red, purple, this area. So the complementary color, or the color opposite to these, are greens, yellow green and blue green. So I have more red and look what I put green. Any green is fine. I think darker greens. Okay, so this is the shadow color for the apple. Ooh, quite dark. So we want it to be lighter, so the mixing a little bit more red. Okay, there are many shadow colors for this apple. I like this one too. So I'm gonna apply it. It's not too dark. Around the bottom of the apple. It's quite dark. Keep mixing, okay? Just don't use the same shadow color. Not too much shadow either. Highlight. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. This bottom of the apple is even darker, so I'm gonna mix in a bit more green. Green, even darker, right here. So just make sure your previous layer is somewhat dried, okay? Before you move on to the next layer, or else it's gonna get very muddy. Okay, now I'm gonna do the stem. Kind of like a green color. With the shadow inside the dent. Dark green with a little bit blue. Okay, so here's the shadow of the stem here. Alright. Here's my apple. I can even do a little bit more blending here. And I'm going to do the shadow for the apple now. So again, my light source is coming from this way. The shadow is somewhere here, I see. Okay, want it to be bluish a little bit, mixing with the red. A nice dark purplish color for the shadow. So again, the area closer to the bottom is darker. So basically for this apple, I did about 3 layers. So first of all, I did 1 layer of light red and I let it dry a little bit. I mixed in a tiny bit of green to the original red for the second layer, and then I added in more green for the shadow, for the shade part of the apple. And yeah, so not too many layers and not too much over mixing. Okay, just be confident, just go for it. So just observe and see where the shadows are, where the light side is, where the dark side is, which part is more intense. So, and just trust your eyes and just trust your sense and just lay the colors on.